Welcome back to Black Ops 6, where friends support each other the same way drinking bleach supports your immune system.
Are you the interviewer, Tom?
It's a mindset, money, and marketing podcast.
Despite this session being recorded way back before Christmas, my three friends and I decided to talk incessantly that making any suggestion for what to play is punishable by death. Have you guys ever played Search and Destroy?
Yes.
Do you guys want to try playing it?
Is that you're asking me for anal, Will?
You should talk about that on your podcast, Tom.
It'd be more fucking interesting than what he is talking about.
Truth be told, none of us are any good at this game, so if you're expecting tactical gameplay strategies to cripple the enemy team, you'd have better luck asking a squirrel.
I love it when the enemy team, they get a notification that says that we're taking B, and then all of a sudden you'll see about 40 grenades fly over the bed.
I'm not kidding. I was struggling to come to terms with how prestiging works in this game. But don't worry, luckily my two friends Tom and Mike gave me two different perspectives on the rewards. Do your score streaks reset after you prestige?
Yeah, they do. It's really annoying.
Do your loadouts reset as well?
They reset if they need to, which unless you permanently unlock like gunfighter and overkill.
Wait, so what is the point in prestiging?
Certain unlocks you get for
Street
doing it.
cred.
And if you get to max prestige, people know that you're really fucking cool and don't go outside.
Despite all of this, we still had a good time, especially when we stopped focusing on the game altogether and started messing with Tom because he was on a podcast. For the record, we do this endearingly, you know, the same way a lion endearingly crushes a gazelle's neck.
I'm genuinely excited to go to work in the morning.
Oh, I start at 7 AM. Go up.
Tom, I'm surprised you're not getting up at 5.
5? What do you mean?
The type of people that make the podcast you make now.
Yeah.
You have to wake up at 5 in the
You
morning
gotta
and
get up
drink
at 5,
fuel.
you have a juice drink, yeah.
Bro, I'm
Huel,
not
what
fucking
do you
Mark
do?
Wahlberg. What are you on about?
You wake up, you have a banana Huel, and then you meditate. That's
Yeah,
what
you
you
gotta
are now.
meditate,
You just
bro.
have to
I do
accept
drink
it.
Huel. That is
Oh.
I mean, Huel isn't that bad. I mean, do you
Not
have the
good.
powder, Tom,
Can I
or do
just
you
say
have the
that right
pre-made?
here, right now?
I do the pre-maze because it's
Oh,
easier.
it's not really good value for money, though, is it?
It's not, Will, but it's cheaper than a meal deal.
It's not a meal, no matter what they say.
It is good for you.
It isn't. What's happened is a child has been given a book, and in the book it says these ingredients are potentially good for you, and the child has just gone, you know what, if they're all good for you, I'm just going to put them all in the same recipe. And I bought fuel. I've tried it. Number one, it's disgusting.
Oh, it's not. You can't be saying that. That's just not true. That's just
Not-
slander.
To me, it tastes like sort of nice paper mache.
Yeah.
I do want to clear up that we are not complete degenerates. We do touch on sensitive topics that require some wisdom that no one asked for.
Will sleeps with 1,000 men in one day.
That is diabolical, though. Have you heard? Like,
You could do it.
Bonnie will. Like Bonnie Blue. We'll edit that out. What are you talking about?
Bonnie Will.
Bonnie Will. I didn't want to say your surname in case you weren't doing that.
I'm sure there are people that know his name is William Mussolini Saddam.
I'm not putting this in the video. Then we go back to normal, which is somewhat terrifying because I need to remind myself what sections of audio I need to bleep.
Don't challenge me to something you know I'm going to win.
What racist things?
No, you're going to win that, Tom, let's be honest.
If this is on camera and then on a public platform, I will challenge you and let you win. Go on, Ollie. I challenge you.
The gauntlet has been thrown down.
After we've done all these videos, Will, you should do like a one-time special episode where you unbleep all of Tom's bits that needed bleeping.
It'd be when Will's on his deathbed.
Yeah.
When Will's on his
lose.
deathbed, I'll fucking join him, I think. We'll do that anal you asked about.
The irony that the Huel drinker will be the reason Will
Yeah.
loses his Huel sponsorship.
The fuel drinking podcaster. It writes itself.
We just went back to chatting shit about the concept of podcast, which sounds mean and a little excessive. But I guess you could say the same thing about America dropping the second bomb.
I'm not a podcaster. If anything, I'm a podcast producer.
Oh god, that's even worse.
That's worse.
Yeah,
what does a
what is
podcast producer do, Will? Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, in terms of
Produce
like...
podcasts.
Elaborate!
You've used AI subtitles and just put the video together. That's it.
No, I've edited the video as well. And clicked
It's not
out
like an
things
action
and
movie.
cut
You're
it.
all sat around, I presume, a table.
Is there a premiere? Can we attend?
Ollie had a Chelsea podcast.
It did quite well actually. That
Yeah,
podcast.
well done.
I had quite a good
think
listenership
it
for like
does
5
say-
episodes.
Shut
The fuck up.
To do something like that.
To do a Chelsea podcast, you have to just be vaguely racist about 20-something-year-old black men. That is a Chelsea podcast.
No, you have to in February call that Chelsea are going to win the Champions League and then be right.
Ollie, you can't make a Chelsea podcast and then predict that Chelsea are going to win. Because
Well, I did.
you wouldn't say they would lose.
You would. You would be honest about it.
I
But
don't think you would.
Ollie's always been a very delusional Chelsea fan, so that's why he's said that.
this is coming from a Liverpool fan.
Right,
Deeply
you said
embarrassing.
both shite.
Well, they are.
Not really a football fan, to be honest. Oh, dropped a hot take there, didn't I? But then again, my silence in that clip said it all. But I think what's sadder is the amount of time Tom has spent on this bloody game, which makes drug addiction seem like a hobby.
Paid for more things. Look at him. Paid for more things, haven't you?
No? That skins the battle pass, mate.
Well, technically, he has paid for it then.
Well, yeah,
What
I have
tier
a
are you?
battle pass,
Go on.
but I haven't got
Say
that.
it.
I don't think.
Well, I've completed it, mate, so.
Oh my,
You've completed the battle
oh
pass.
my god. Mate, what? I don't even know where I am. Right, everyone, go on your settings. I want
Tamara.
to see your time played, Tom.
Where's time played then? What are we looking at? It's not important. It's not important.
Go
It's
on.
not important.
I'll go first. 17 hours, 26 minutes.
Yep, Mike,
Yeah,
what's yours?
mine is more than that.
34 hours.
Mine's 55 hours, 30 minutes.
Mine's more than
36
that.
seconds.
Right, the three of you, I want a guess from all three of you, and whoever's closest wins.
Okay, I think 146.
Fucking hell, okay, sure.
I reckon yours is 4 days. So, whatever that is in hours. 68 hours. That's not 4 days, but
That's
what I
not
reckon
4
it's gonna
days,
be.
but okay, sure. Go, Will.
95.
Okay, well, the winner is Will.
What is it? What is it?
100
Oh,
and
Oh,
3
my.
hours.
that's just embarrassing. You must literally just play it all the way through your workday.
I don't at all.
And of course, we were never going to stop there.
Mine's 1.18.
1.23.
1.26.
Yeah, but you've played about 6 games, to be fair, Will.
And my lobbies are really shit.
Will's at the Paralympics for Call of Duty.
It does turn out that comparing KD ratios and number of days dedicated to this game would be the most manageable thing in the video, as everything else is, well, you know how you go down to the pub with your mates? Well, you wouldn't bring those mates to a formal dinner party, would you?
Okay.
Okay.
Will stands at
Even
that
if
cement.
Right, you do know you can't say that, Tom.
I said Will looks like that cement.
Yeah, you can't call him that.
No, not looks like. Sorry, no, sounds like. That was that became a lot meaner.
Alaboom.
Alaboom. I wouldn't say that too loudly.
Oh, God, the list is just growing.
Can you
It's
just make
slang.
a video that we just don't have to listen to Tom at all and it just bleeps the entire video every time
Sorry,
he
you're
opens
the
his
one that
mouth?
just said this fucking slang term for Aloe Akbar.
That's not the slang term, brother. There's no.
Cauliflower's fluffy, cabbage is
Cabbage is green.
strawberries are sweeter than ever I've
Whatever I
seen.
see.
Stop the boats. Sorry.
Oh god, it was going so well. Like seriously, who would have thought I would end up in a deep dive discussion about the children's show The Tweenies? Like, did anyone have that on their bingo card?
Jake was my
it's
favourite
not.
character in between.
I don't think he was Jewish though.
I think everyone wanted to be Jake, but everyone wanted to be friends with Milo. You know what I mean?
I think
And we all
everyone
know
wanted to be
why.
autistic with the Mohican. Yeah, to be fair, absolutely.
Despite Milo being purple, he was.
Yeah, he was black.
But even though I wasn't knowledgeable of this topic, these guys will always make sure to include me, which is a really nice thing to do, isn't it?
I only did better than you in the education levels that matter.
Is it worth me comparing my results? No? Okay.
At least you're self-aware, Will, if anything else.
Yeah.
Will had to wear
Oh, the
mittens for his
flowers
maths
fluffy.
exam because most of the questions were how to count to 10.
You can also absolutely forget about concentrating on anything else in this game, other than Tom and Mike discussing when it's an appropriate time to impersonate a dog.
That man just barked at me.
I show speed.
He does bark.
He's an absolute lunatic.
Alright, Mike.
He just randomly starts barking at things.
To be fair, I understand how he feels. We watched the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas special the other night and I found myself barking at the TV.
Even though we are functional human beings on our best day, it isn't going to stop us debating a shark's biology, followed by Ollie telling us his motto for life.
Tom, can I just say that even though you're a shark, you've got a fantastic bottom.
Which is weird for an animal that typically doesn't have an arse.
Well, it
Well,
does.
speak for
It has
yourself.
to excrete somehow.
Technically it does.
No, but like with cheeks, I mean. It has a hole, and
you've
that
got a
is
hole.
a mantra to live by.
Everyone's
Did you
got a
know?
hole.
Did you know that sharks, when they're killed or they die, they excrete urine? If you eat a shark, it tastes a little bit pissy. Because it's sort of ammonia-y.
A top fact from Michael there.
Yeah. He's the new Steve Backshall.
Just call you Michael Backshots.
Bag shot.
mind about sharks.
Oh, you thought that was it about sharks, did you? Well, let's take that a step further, shall we?
Did you know that sharks can't do
God.
tax returns?
Stop
Yes.
it.
I don't even think you
Stop
can do it.
it!
Not a single shark ever has heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
I wouldn't necessarily say that's true.
The clip doesn't tell them about the tragedy
Sidious
of
does.
stuff.
He
So
does.
he doesn't.
That scene does not go, has anyone ever told you the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? And then Anakin goes, yep. That's not it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, he should do. 'Cause it would have been a lot better. Star Wars would have ended sooner.
I'm just imagining a shark just watching that video and just pulling out a lightsaber, like, right, I'm off.
So he killed him.
Just climbs out the fucking tank.
No, Tom, don't be ridiculous. Sharks can't climb.
They can. Roof sharks, Michael.
Oh, right, yeah.
Between games, however, it is very relaxing. We even started reflecting on TV shows that probably wouldn't have lasted longer than a baby turtle crawling to the sea in broad daylight.
How haven't I got...
Oh, God.
Oh my god,
shut
get
up.
3 kills without dying. Good news. Oh, I miss Top Gear.
Do you reckon if they didn't get chucked out by the BBC, do you think they'd still be doing it?
Something
If-
else
if-
would have happened that was
That's what I
horribly
mean.
offensive.
If that didn't happen, they would have been cancelled for something else.
I want to watch James May's new one, his Dull Men. Dull
James May
Men's Club.
sleeps with 1,000 men in one day. Oh no, that's different.
No, that's
Will.
Willie Phillips. Which, for the record, would have been much better than Bonnie Will, you fuck.
It's Willie Phillips.
Anyway, now something you won't be expecting after all that is me and my friends debating on how you should eat cheese. I don't know how the fuck we got onto this.
Oh, I could do with some cheese strings.
Multiple cheese strings, not just one cheese string.
Well, don't be fucking silly. You can't just have one, can you?
You can. Actually,
You
I would say one cheese string is too many. Because
Tom.
whilst they used to be good, they're not that
God.
good. It's
Tom,
Why
not
not
cheese.
just buy a
suggested that
block
you're-
of
It's
cheese?
not even cheese.
It is
Well,
it's
that's
cheese
an
and glass
insane
milk.
statement. He's not going to sit there just munching on some Cathedral City, is he? Like, that's... What an unbelievable
They're
They're
thing.
designed to be a snack.
I'm not saying bite into it like an animal, you know, cut it up. But, like,
Cut it up! He's eating your cheese string with a knife and fork.
no, the fucking block of cheese.
Why? Why would I do...
I don't think that's offensive talking about how you eat cheese.
I think the important thing to remember is that Black Ops 6 can be so much fun with the right people, because in the end you start losing sense of what you're playing anyway, so it doesn't bloody matter. If you guys have enjoyed the video and have learned absolutely nothing, then consider subscribing and you can see us next time where we try to convince ourselves that we're not terrible people.
Yeah, so I got Lunchables and I made a Giga sandwich.
A what sandwich?